And oh yes, okay. Okay, so we just start. Welcome everyone. So this is wholeness already, which is exactly what is. It is this room, the temperature you feel in the room, the chair, everything in the room, basically. It is the way you are sitting, the way you are thinking, feeling, any thoughts, any emotion right now, including the thought of this is not wholeness yet, including the feeling of I don't understand, I don't feel this is wholeness, including this is wholeness, exactly what is at this moment apparently happening. And what is apparently happening is not happening to anyone. It's also not because of something. It has no purpose. It has no direction. And in all what is, there is nothing within what is, nor anything without. It is happening blindly to itself, not to anyone. Nothing happens to any, nothing is personal. So it's just happening, but to no one. However, there is a sense of center, the sense of, there is the sense of, there is separation, that sense of this center is separate from wholeness. This sense, no matter how real it feels experientially, that center of separation, center of wholeness is somewhere else. Wholeness needs to be reached, needs to be experienced, and that center is separate from wholeness. And this very center of separation from what is, this very center is absolutely an illusion. And this is this sharing, this message about is apparently repeatedly pointing to that center. This center is absolutely not existing. So this center, this separation, sense of separation, it cannot be got rid of, no matter how, no matter what amount of effort be made to get rid of this sense of separation. No effort could make it to get rid of this center. It is just impossible. It is mission impossible. And this message is pointing to the futility of the effort of trying to get rid of this center. And that this center doesn't exist, paradoxically, it cannot be proved. It cannot be known or understood. There isn't a center here in this speaker who knows that there is no center. And there isn't no center over there in the listener thinking. There is a center. So this message seemingly being shared is not from one understanding trying to reach another understanding. What has been shared is not possible to help anyone to get closer, to get a better understanding of wholeness. Because wherever you are, wherever point you are standing, wherever, that is a place of wholeness. Wholeness has no location. It has no fixed location. It's not somewhere else, somewhere far beyond reach. Wholeness is anywhere is wholeness. Any point is the location of wholeness. So wherever you are, whatever you are thinking, whatever you are feeling, understanding this message, getting irritated, or resonating with this message, or absolutely not, is just wholeness. Wholeness is just, it cannot, nothing can take, no state can make wholeness even more whole or less. Wholeness is just whatever is. In the Chinese culture, there is in the old Chinese culture, there is such a valuing of water. You know, Chinese people in the culture, they regard water as a symbol of kind of ultimate wisdom. That water has this certain quality, you know, symbolize this kind of ultimate wisdom or state, because they say that water takes any shape. Water doesn't have its own shape. It has no shape. In a way, it's shapeless. So it takes any shape. I think there is kind of connection. I mean, this water is in a way, wholeness is like water. It takes any shape, any color, any shape. Shape in the sense of, you know, color of skin, the shape of the body, gender of human being, of animals, the color of personalities, all this, just any shape. So wholeness can never be reached. It's not a certain state. It is any state. Even in a state of misery or the state of bliss. State of bliss is as whole as state of misery, of devastating, of whatever. Wholeness just unconditionally, whatever is. That is freedom, but for no one to experience. That one who wants to know, wants to experience wholeness, that is illusory. This is this message apparently pointing to the illusion which couldn't be got rid of because it never exists in the first place. Already, always, timelessly is just wholeness. Okay, this was my introduction. Now you are welcome to raise your hand. We can just have dialogue. Please feel free. And Anita, you might help me because sometimes I just don't see hands.
Yeah, if you want to ask a question or share something, just unmute yourself.
Yes, feel free to share.
Ja, Kees, je hebt de introductie gemist.
Oké. Nou ja, dan weet ik het niet meer.
You have missed.
Goed zo.
You have missed wholeness. What's left is only wholeness.
Hmm.
May, I would like to ask you a question.
Yes, hello.
I thought what you said about water was very beautiful. The thing is that it's true that water has no shape,
It doesn't have its own shape.
Right. But it takes its shape from other things, from the container or the rocks over it's flowing. So in the way it takes its shape, how is that like wholeness?
Yes, it's like, you know, water takes any shape where it is content. So it has no, in that way, it's like there's no resistance. Effortlessly, it takes any shape, effortlessly, without any resistance. And wholeness is, in a way, effortlessly being whatever is. Effortlessly. Without any like preference, without any, you know, like consciously choosing to be in a certain way. Any way is a way of wholeness. Any way is a way of wholeness. Wow, unconditionally. That's quite beautiful. Any way is a way of wholeness. Effortlessly, unconsciously takes any shape, appearing as anything, without any intention.
Even though it has no intention, it can have tremendous impact.
The impact is in the story. It can have apparent impact. Like when there's war going on, you know, people being killed, things being destroyed. There's such a loss of lives, you know, this is apparent impact. Many consequences. And that even all these terrible consequences are also effortlessly be what is, be what they are. You know, water, when there's tsunami, it's absolutely, you know, there's all this, such a destruction. There's enormous consequence, enormous impact. But even that happens without any intention.
Yeah, that's what I was. I can see that if you see intention as being the story, you know, as a sort of sequence of events with an intention, then it's quite obvious that a wave has no intention whatsoever. It's just as the same as the water will take the shape of a glass or a bottle.
Yeah. Yes.
A water will gather into a wave or it won't. But there's clearly no intention there. Yeah.
That's what, yeah, that's in a way, in Chinese culture, they have such, you know, this for water. Even in this Tao Te Ching, they have such a praise for water.
Thanks.
Cheers. Elizabeth wrote, "This is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. Thank you. Thank you." My son.
Hi, May.
Hi.
Are you hear me?
Yes.
Helen.
Helen. Yes. Hello. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, I realized that I'm so resonate with this kind of message, and but I find there's some tendency whenever I heard this message, and there is trying to understand it. Because I've seen this so many times when the I dropped, there is just happening, but there's nothing happening, absolutely nothing happening. And there's no one, no person, no, yeah, absolutely, there's nobody. So that's why whenever I heard this message, I feel so resonate with it, and also feel that, like, yeah, it is the truth. But somehow I feel like I was kind of finding some landing place. Oh, feel, oh yes, yeah, I know, something like that. So, so what's your comment about this?
You said in the last you find some landing place, like some
Landing
checkpoint.
place. Yeah, I feel, yes, I understand it.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly
yeah,
that
true.
one. Exactly that voice is from the illusion. Exactly.
Right, but yeah,
Because no one knows. There is just only this directness, nothing in between, to judge, to realize, oh, this is apparently happening. It's just directly full on.
right. At the during those glimpse, that is the case. There's no
Yes.
one, absolutely no one understand it, and there's even no judgment or anything. It just is. It's so simple, so direct. But when I hear the message, somehow this kind of understanding, tried understanding, happens.
Yes, yes.
And I didn't even notice the beginning, and I just realized that, oh yeah, that's what happened. You know, I feel
Yes.
resonate and feel so good about it, and I understand it.
Yes, it's just what happens. It's just what happens. This kind of thoughts, arising. Oh, I understand it. Oh, I seem to have lost it. It happens. And then, actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because even the moment you felt, oh, shit, my me is back. Even that moment is still wholeness. The good news is, me can never come back. It can never come back. Even it feels like, oh shit, it comes back. It's a ghost which never exists, so it cannot come back.
Well, even though even say the me doesn't exist, there are still some trying to verify it. See,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't see it. No, it's not there. There's nothing behind it. There's some mental concept.
like some double check.
Right. So even though it's even though it's clearly seen, no, it is completely indescribable.
No,
It's
exactly.
no word you can say. I'm sorry. My fault.
Yes, in a way, when it is said, it is clearly seen that there is really no me. Exactly. I heard you said there's still nobody seeing that. That is amazing.
Yeah, but somehow there is an awareness comes up. You see, oh, there, I am aware of that. No, there's nobody there. It's so tricky.
Yeah. There's some smoky ghost.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So although it's so apparently, no, it's so clear, there's no one here. Everything is happening, and it's always here. It's always here-ness. It's never not here. But there's
Yeah.
no one is. But still, this mind always jumping in to trying to compare. You know, the mind is very good in comparison. When I
Yes.
heard somebody saying, share their experience, and immediately the mind comes, oh yeah, you know, I didn't see that. You know, so I'm not there yet. It just automatically commenting on it.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, there's such a drive, such a drive, it seems there.
Right.
Yeah.
But quite often I feel like that my judgment is accurate, you know. I feel, yeah, I didn't see that. You know, some people say that they saw this and whatever, you know. I just feel like, yeah, you know, I have to be honest, you know, I didn't see that. I'm really not there yet. It was quite convincing at the time.
It is checking all the time, all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, all this is apparently happening. I mean, the amazing thing is this happens from in this standpoint of from this center, but this center is I mean, it is never there, yet all this is happening in out of this illusion. All this judging and checking. I seem to get closer, you know, I'm making progress.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm. The beauty is there is no progress. Anywhere it is, anyway it is.
So the habit, I would say, is the mind trying to making a judgment, and immediately attention goes there and
Yes.
starting repeating it.
Yeah, it's all, you know, it's all coming from this sense of separation. There's this unfulfillment. There's always, as long as there's this sense of me, center, separation, simultaneously, there is this sense of unfulfillment. Then when there's this sense of unfulfillment, it is always longing for, you know, getting closer.
Right. Yeah, there is some kind of a hope.
Yes.
Secretly in somewhere.
It is always not yet. That is unfulfilled,
Right.
you know, always
Right.
not yet, not yet.
Yeah.
Closer.
So if you
Getting
know,
closer.
it's clearly see is this is it. So and just this, there's nothing else, it's just this. And this is indescribable. You cannot think
Absolutely.
about it.
No.
Right. It's completely useless trying to thinking about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It just, yeah, this mind has really, you know, just hopeless, absolutely hopeless when it comes to trying to catch it. But this mind, it cannot help. It cannot help. It's all from this sense of unfulfillment. It cannot help but grabbing.
There is a very little thinking about the past. So I just, a lot of memory seems like it's just gone. I don't really thinking about whatever, just don't remember whatever past is past, but still there are something, maybe the habit goes to the future. See.
Oh yeah, I mean, the memories of past can just arise, and making plans for the summer, for next year, it just happens. Also by itself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes, for parents, future, next year, whatever, or in 5 years' time.
Mhm.
Making future plans just happens.
So that is apparently happening. See, this apparent happening is very interesting.
Oh yes, that is most amazing. That is,
Yeah.
in a way, it is a mystery. What is apparently happening actually is unknowable. And that is a beauty, and that is joy, but joy not because of something. It's the unknown.
So it is choicelessness. Happening.
Yes, yes. What happens? There's effortlessly what is. And making apparent choice seems to happen as well. Even that is effortlessly happening. Not being able to make choice is also effortlessly happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like water, any shape.
Yeah, so it's just like a flowing, a free flow.
Free flow, yes. Free flow. Yes.
Yeah.
But not to a certain direction. Without free flowing, without purpose and meaning.
But still, yeah, but still there are some hope. I hope, I wish things gonna happen in a certain way. Let's say if I'm planning travel and I want to get a certain the airfare. I want to get a good price and a good time.
Oh, yes.
And then yeah, so those kind of things are still occurring, still happening, but it's automatically just happening like that.
There's this, as long as there is this sense of me, basically what it wants is to have good experience. For me.
Obviously, right.
Yes, for me, yes.
But for you, when you are planning something and you don't have any target on how you want the outcome is going to be, have no preference. So I have a preference. If I want to book an airline tickets, I want to find the perfect starting time. So
that happens by itself. Yes, when you are booking, you still making a choice of the better price, or better quality or better price. You are still making this comparison.
Right. It's just happened automatically. It's just whatever shows up, and then the decisions follows.
Yes. Yeah, all this happens. Not. It's not personal. Even making this choice, choosing for a better price or whatever. In a place you have more preference to go, it happens by itself.
So throughout the day, things happening automatically. Only when I trying to look at it, and then starting thinking, hey, am I there? Then me. Otherwise, it's just a free flowing. Whatever's happening is just keep happening.
Yes, and these thoughts popping up. Hey, was I just present? Was I present? So funny. That's amazing. I mean, how come such, I mean, something never exists, just popping up?
See, only when there's some kind of a noticing occurred, then I realized, oh, I don't know what happened. So, but that is the awareness comes up. That is basically a separation, basically. See, let's say I'm very much into designing things and doing some creative stuff.
Yes.
So it just happens.
Oh yes,
You know, the
creativity.
idea goes up. Right, the idea comes up, and then the actions start taking place, and I need to buy certain material, and starting doing certain activities, and
Yes.
make it for, you know, finish
To
the
realize
project.
it. Yes.
Yeah, so it's just automatically flowing, like a free
Yes.
flowing.
Yes.
But
Yes.
then the mind comes in. Am I there? Is there there?
Yes. That is so, yes, that is so funny. I mean, that is like what Tony mentioned, that is useless software. And it
Right.
thought that it made the design. It has made the
Yeah.
design.
Yeah. Yeah, it's right. Useless software, it's just blah 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 on the side, making comments.
As if it could have any influence.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. As if it was in charge of things.
Yeah. So it's basically it's already is, and it's never not there, and it's always there. It's just
Always, yes.
the somehow the illusionary standing point has been created, and starting making a judgment, and then their illusory self.
It is all. That's why they say it's such a play game. Yeah.
Thank you.
That is an illusion. You cannot, you cannot remove it, no matter how hard you try, how hard, whatever practice you do, whatever efforts you have made. It is impossible to remove this illusion because it doesn't exist.
Yeah, and there's some judgment would come to thinking, oh, see, enlightened people wouldn't have such a thought, you know.
You don't know what kind of thoughts are going on here. Me neither.
So then the efforts would come in and starting to eliminate the thought, improving the self, whatever. So that's just to reinforce the illusory self.
The good news is illusion couldn't be reinforced because you see,
But somehow there's struggle can occur when you're trying to, working harder and trying to, I used to doing a lot of those kind of practice, especially the awareness stuff.
yes,
It just
yes.
drives me crazy.
Yes, absolutely exhausting. Um,
Thank you.
cheers. Yes, in a way, this is just too wholeness, just too direct, too simple. Because it is exactly what is. It is too simple for mind to grasp. It is impossible because it is not far away. It is nothing. It is not beneath. It's not beyond anything. It is just what is. It is here. It is there. Here and there has no meaning anymore. Anywhere. Again, it is like water, you cannot grasp. You can never grasp wholeness. You can never get hold of it. Now I know. To catch it, then I can know. It is ungraspable.
When you were speaking about the water, I was immediately thinking about the Japanese man Masaru Emoto, who did research on positive and negative thoughts on the effect of the water, and it gives different crystal forms. So
Oh yeah, I know that. So yes, that was very well known. But it turned out there was something I heard. There was some. Yes, they were speaking, beautiful words, and the water that is crystallized and taking different forms.
Yeah.
Different shapes.
Yeah.
Water knows the answer or something like that. Water knows. That's a book. What's the name of it?
I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, I have it, but yeah. But then it looks like, so the body.
That's also what apparently happens.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Even that has no meaning.
Yeah, that's a difficult part sometimes. Yeah.
Yes. Because when from the standpoint of individual, of a person, then it takes, when this shape is beautiful, and then they load, put so many meanings, loads up with meaning. They load it up, with all the meanings, significance, But it's just what happens.
In fact, you could say
Effortlessly.
that
water
research
takes
is
shape.
also meaningless.
Pardon?
That research was also meaningless.
Nothing. Wholeness is meaningless. Oh God. Wholeness is meaningless. Wholeness. Wholeness doesn't have any meaning, doesn't have any definition.
Thank you.
That is a stunning thing. That's why it is whole and complete unconditionally, because it has no meaning. It has, wholeness has nothing to do with being positive.
Well, talking about the no meaning and a wholeness, maybe I can give you an experience, the one of my experience. So I want to hear your comment about it. One day I was in a playground. There are a lot of kids and the parents. Kids were chasing each other, and the parents are shouting at the kids, and all those going on. Well, all of a sudden, everything seemingly is still going on, but there's no meaning. There's no parents, no children, and then there's no playground, no fighting, shouting, none of that. But the sound and the image is still there. Just go. There's absolutely no meaning. Absolutely.
Yeah,
but that is,
yes.
But that is quite a dramatic kind of.
For me, it's quite dramatic.
Right. But what I'm saying is, when I looking at whatever, I'm quite often doing the morning walk, and when I'm walking, just this so beautiful, the trees and but there's no words to it. There's no label, but just the whole complete. There's no meaning, but it doesn't have that dramatic effect of that. The one of that experience. So then I would compare. So oh no, this is not it. It's not there yet. So what do you say about it?
Even when this comparison happens, it still has no meaning. You see, it has no meaning of, oh, this is not yet. Still, natural reality is meaningless. That's a beauty. The children playing, they never think. They play in order to. They don't even have that idea of in order to enjoy life. They just play.
Well, basically, the story is the mind put in there. So there's a parents and there's a kids, and see, look at that kid falls down, and the parents went there and to helping him, or blah blah blah. So those are all the story. This thinking mind put in there. But whatever is really happening.
Yeah, it's yes, yeah. One way you can see that, but it's not even thinking mind putting it there. It's just apparently they are parents. There are apparent parents and their kids, but what they really are, what really is, it remains unknowable. And that is a natural reality. Like the meeting now is going on, the talks, going on, but absolutely meaningless and without any purpose. It's the same like, free flowing, not to anywhere, not to anywhere. Coming to this meeting is wholeness, not coming having this meeting is wholeness. Having this meeting is as whole as not have any meeting.
See, whenever this message has been heard, the pointing there, and then there's very immediate seeing. Yes, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But that's still kind of attention, a kind of attention. When the attention focus on what the message has been shared, and immediately there is an opening. But then in other time, when the thinking comes in, then the attention goes into the attention goes into the thinking mind, and very naturally there's grasp, there's believing it. So it's just a kind of back and forth. It's not kind of solid, just one piece.
I understand what you mean. Yes, kind of back and forth, kind of apparent. This is still the story. Yes. Even back is still wholeness. And wholeness doesn't know any direction. Any direction is direction of wholeness. Back and forth, left and right is all wholeness.
Yeah, that's true. Right. Yeah.
So this is it. This is it. This is wholeness. Nobody can get it. Nobody can reach it. Nobody can get out of it. There is never anyone within nor without. There's just only this timelessly. Nothing can shake it. It has no condition. That one who tries to get it, who tries to catch it, to understand it, never exists. So no efforts could make it, and never is any effort to get wholeness is needed. That's a good news. But no one there to get this, to benefit from this good news. Before the meeting, there was wholeness. After meeting, wholeness. Nothing has been changed in the sense of wholeness. Thanks, everyone, and see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you, May.
Thank you, May.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, May.
I
Thank you,
stop
May.
recording.
No.
Thanks, everyone.